we had a Clinton administration that thought this was a criminal problem, that refused to allow the CIA and the FBI to cooperate, that refused to pressure Saudi Arabia or Yemen to go after people who were killing our folks. And then you had a Bush administration that said this is a war. I think the administration, if the Obama administration can release documents from the last 8 years, they ought to go back and release documents from the previous 8 years. I mean, what were the legal rulings of people like Holder, who, after all, you look at this administration, they've got at least
Attorney General Holder, who then was the Deputy Attorney General.
But you look at the Obama administration, the number of attorneys they've appointed who were defending alleged terrorists. I mean, there's this weird pattern where the Bush people wanted to defend Americans and were pretty tough on terrorists. These guys are prepared to take huge risks with Americans in order to defend terrorists. And you look at
who was defending terrorists?
Oh, I think, well, Holder's firm has 17 alleged terrorists that they're representing on a pro bono basis for no fee. It's the largest single thing they were doing for free, was defending Yemenis. I think there are 5 different attorneys in the Justice Department appointed by Obama who had their firms were defending alleged terrorists.
I want to ask you about one other aspect of this. Pelosi says even if she was briefed on this, that there was nothing she could do because these were classified briefings. She and the Republican chairman of the committee got this information. There's nothing they could do. You, as House Speaker, received these kinds of briefings back in the 90s. If you objected to a secret operation, was there something you could do?
Sure. And the first thing you do is call the president and tell him you will feel compelled to pass a law cutting off the money. I mean, there are lots of things you can do if you want to do it. The Congress is pretty powerful if it wants to be. And second, you know, they've had control since January of 2007. They haven't passed a law making waterboarding illegal. They haven't gone into any of these things and changed law. And in fact, they've had several votes. Recently, you find that Attorney General Holder's own Justice Department is saying, well, you know, some of these memos are actually right. They're not wrong. So this is what we're seeing now in a very sad way is as bitter a partisan attack on the Bush people as we've seen since the McCarthy era. The degree that they're putting specific people at risk for criminal prosecution is unprecedented in modern America.